So this is the reason why I personally separate it out. But again, this is not finance bro advice. We're not giving those vibes. We're giving take what you will, adapt what works, take away what doesn't. I just want you to know of your options. Personally, and for a lot of other people, $1,000 saving that much money, especially when you just got out of debt or when you've never seen like your bank account hit certain numbers, it can be a little daunting. So doing that feels like a win. So that's number one. 3 to 6 months of expenses is a lot of money for some people. So what I do and what I also recommend, especially to folks who might not be the best with money, you know what I'm saying? Especially since like a lot of us might have just gotten out of debt or just learned how to do responsible things with our money. I always recommend having different bank accounts. For me, I have many different bank accounts, many different savings accounts, because every dollar of mine is assigned a job. Each bank account is for something specific. I have a smaller emergency fund, one that is connected to my checking account for small petty emergencies. My glasses break. I need new tires. That's what I start off with. Then I have a high yield savings account, an electronic only bank for my 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. Why? Because that number is a lot higher. Disastrous things like losing your job, being furloughed, COVID 2.0, crazy things like that, they don't happen as often. And because that is such like a more significant amount, I don't want to get tempted. A lot of people get tempted by seeing that. So having that earn much more interest, if you will, having that be a little less accessible is and does make sense to me. Like if you lose your job, chances are you don't have to pay your bills tomorrow. You might have to. So for you, take whatever fits, leave the rest. You can put it all in one bank account. You can separate it out. For me, it makes sense for me to have a higher amount of money, more inaccessible, and to have that smaller savings account connected to my checking account, because you could just transfer that money over. So if you overdraft, it transfers over like it's all good, but it just helps me out. Let me know what you do though. Also, keep in mind that I don't want you to think that, oh, I have to build up my 3 to 6 month expense emergency fund like ASAP. That is something that can happen over time, and it could take you a long time to do it, especially when real life is happening, right? You want to go on vacation, you want to spend a little money, you want to invest some money. Like, don't think that you have to have all this money all saved all at once. I thought that, and I got really overwhelmed, and I got really discouraged, and it made me not want to do any of the things. So what I have done and what I still do is I do it low and slow. So I'll put some money in my investment accounts. I'll put some money in my savings accounts. I have like set amounts. If for some reason I get more money than expected that month, I'll pick and choose what I want to add to, especially depending on what's happening in my life. For example, I was off from work for 6 months. A few of those weeks I did not get paid. So before then, I had to make sure that I saved my money in one of my emergency funds. So you just have to kind of play with the numbers. Don't get discouraged. We're making baby steps towards financial success.